Namaste students, myself Sunil Kumar from the Department of Computer Science. Today we are moving to second session based on the chapter logic gates, and today's our topic is derived gates. In the last session we discussed about the gates mainly. A gate is simply an electronic circuit which operates on one or more input signals and always produces an output signal. Remember, logic gate is an electronic circuit which deals with the two or more inputs, or sometimes one or more inputs will be there. Then it produces only one output. The gates are digital circuits. Which operates on input and output. That input and outputs are either in low voltage or in high voltage. Gates are often called logic circuit. Normally gates are called as logic circuits, and we can analyze by using the Boolean algebra. Then we discussed about the types of gates. The logic gates mainly are of two types. One is logic gates, and logic gates mainly we can divide into two types. One is basic gates, second one is derived gates. The basic gates are NOT gate, AND gate, then OR gate. These are the three basic gates. Then derived gates. The derived gates are NOR gate, NAND gate, XOR gate, then XNOR. These are the derived gates. And last session we mainly discussed about NOT gate, AND gate, then OR gate. And today's session we are going to discuss about derived gates. That is, first one is NOR gate. The NOR gate has two or more input signal, which takes two or more input signal, but only one output signal will be produced. In case of NOR gate, which takes two or more input signal but produces only one output signal. The NOR gate is a complement of OR gate. NOR gate is a complement of OR gate. See, OR gate output is x plus y. Here NOR gate means x plus y whole dash. X plus y whole dash. First we will take the OR gate, then we will complement that one. We complement means it will be the x plus y whole dash. The output of NOR gate will be 1 only when all the inputs are 0. Remember, output of the NOR gate is 1 only when all the inputs are 0, and output will be 0 if any one input represents 1. Remember, in case of NOR gate, it produces two output. Either its output will be 1 or output will be 0. Whenever output is 1, when you will get the output is 1? When all the inputs are 0. When all the inputs are 0, then we will get the output 1. Then we will get the output 0 when any one of the input is 1. We will get the output 0 when any one of the input is 1. Then output will be 0. NOR is a short form of NOT OR. We are using the NOT then OR operation together. Here is the logical symbol for NOR gate. Here is the logical symbol for the NOR gate. You can see OR gate. Then first part is OR gate, and you can see the one circle, that is the NOT gate. End part of NOT gate. See, x and y is the input. If you give the x and y as the input means we will get the output x plus y whole dash. If you apply the De Morgan's theorem, it will be x dash dot y dash. X dash dot y dash. I am not going to apply the De Morgan's theorem here. Just here x and y is the input means output will be x plus y whole dash. Then you can see the truth table here. This truth table, there are two inputs are there. One is x, second one is y. So two input means four combinations will be there. Combinations are 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1. Then we will normally find the x plus y, then x plus y whole dash. If you are going to find the x plus y whole dash, that will be the output of NOR gate. Remember, the output, whenever all the inputs are 0, then output will be 1. See, x and y 0, then we get the output as 1. In all other cases, output will be 0 because any one of the input is 1 means then output will be 0. This is about NOR gate. Next one is NAND gate. A NAND gate has two or more input signal but only one output signal. Now NAND gate has two or more input signals. It may take two or more inputs and it produces only one output signal. The NAND gate is complement of AND gate. We are using the AND gate, then we are going to complement that one. First we will use the AND gate, then we are going to complement the AND gate, then we will get the NAND gate. The output of NAND gate will be 0 when all the inputs are 1. The output of the NAND gate will be 0. We'll get the output of NAND gate as 0 when all the inputs are 1. Whenever all the inputs are 1, then output will be 0. Otherwise, output will be 1. Otherwise, output will be 1. Then NAND gate is a short of NOT AND. NAND is short form of NOT AND. We are combining NOT gate then AND gate together. That is the NAND gate. Here is the logical circuit or logical symbol, then truth table. In this truth table or in the logical circuit, you can see first AND gate, then last part of the NOT gate circle. So remember the different gate drawing or symbols. Here AND gate, then end part of NOT gate. So that is actually the NAND gate. So XY, if you give the XY as the input, output will be XY whole dash, or you can say X dot Y whole dash will be the output. That is a NAND gate. So inputs are X and Y, 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1. Because two inputs are there, then we will get the four possible combinations. See the output X dot Y whole dash. In case of X dot Y whole dash, output will be 0. Only output will be 0 when all the inputs are 1. When all the inputs are 1, then we will get the output as 0. Otherwise, output will be 1. Otherwise, output will be 1. This is about NAND gate. The next one is XOR gate. Next one is XOR gate. Exclusive OR gate has two or more input signals. Will take two or more input signal and it produces only one output signal. Exclusive OR gate, it takes two or more input and produces only one output. XOR gate, it is different from OR gate. Normally OR gate, it is different from XOR. XOR gate produces output 1. Remember how we will get the output here means XOR gate produces output 1 for only those input combinations have odd number of ones. Remember, if you are going to see the truth table, you will understand easily. When the inputs combinations are 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1, the four combinations are there means you have to count the number of ones in combination. You have to count the number of 1. If the number of 1 is odd, then you will get the output 1, otherwise 0. The input is 0, the output is 0 if there are even number of ones in input. You will get the output 0 if there are even number of inputs, even number of ones in the input. The output will be 1 if there are odd number of ones in the input. We will see the truth table later. Before that one, we are using the symbol, the plus and circle. This symbol stands for XOR operation. XOR means it's a X plus symbol circle, then that sign stands for XOR operation. So X or Y can be written as X then symbol Y. So XOR Y means the expression is X dash Y plus XY dash. X dash Y plus X Y dash. That is the expression, Boolean expression for the XOR gate. Here is the truth table. Here you can easily understand the input and output. First you will see the logical symbol. Logical symbol as the same as XOR gate. Logical symbol is same as XOR gate, OR gate, but one extra curve is required before giving the input. Before when you are going to give the input, there are two curves are required. That is in case of XOR gate. When X and Y is input means output will be X or X XOR Y. Then here the two inputs. Remember here two inputs 0 0 0 1 1 0 and 1 1. There are four combinations. Two inputs means there are four combinations. See the output here. In the first case output is 0, second case output is 1, third case output is 1, and last case output is 0. So we have to see the input. X and Y is the input. Count the number of 1. In the first case our inputs are not there, 1 is not there, output is 0. Second case only 1 is there, 1 is present at only once, so it will be output will be 1. Then number of 1 second, third case is also present only once, so it is odd. Last case number of 1 is 2 times, number of 1 is 2 times, so it is a even. Whenever number of 1 is even, output is 0. Whenever number of 1 is 0 even, then output will be 0. That is a XOR gate. Here 3 input, easily you can understand by using the 3 input. Here XOR gate. So 3 input you can see X, Y and Z. See, in first case number of 1 is 0, so it will give the output as 0. In second case 0 0 1, so only 1 is present, only once 1 is present, so output will be 1. Next 0 1 0 0 1 0, so only once 1 is present, so it is odd, so we can 1. The next 0 1 1 0 1 1, 1 is present 2 times, 1 is present 2 times, so it is a even, so output will be 0. The next only once 1 is present, so output is 1. Next case 1 0 1 1 0 1, so 1 is present 2 times, so it is a even, output is 0. And next case 1 1 0 1 1 0, out in 1 is present 2 times, so output will be 0. In last case is a 1 1 1, so 1 is present 3 times, 3 times means a odd. Whenever odd inputs are there means odd number of ones are there means the output will be 1. So this is about the XOR gate. The next one is XNOR gate, exclusive NOR gate. XNOR gate is a complement of XOR gate. XNOR gate is complement of XOR gate. We are going to complement X XOR Y whole dash, X XOR Y whole dash, that will be the output normally. The output of XNOR gate is 1 when the logic values of both X and Y is same, either both are equal. So we can say output is 0 or output is 1 when both the inputs are equal. When the both the input are equal, that is normally we are saying the output is 0. Then when the inputs are different, when the inputs are different, output will be 0. Here is a symbol. In Boolean algebra, this symbol dot and circle stands for XNOR operation. Dot, then circle is required. That operation that stands for XNOR operation. Thus X XNOR Y can be written as X, then dot circle. Then expression, Boolean expression is X dash plus Y dot X Y dash, X plus Y dash, X dash plus Y dot X plus Y dash, that is XNOR operation. And here is the symbol, logical symbol. Here is the logical symbol. In this logical symbol, same, but one circle is required at the end. One circle is required at the end. So it's a XNOR. NOR gate, then exclusive. Then X and Y is the input means X XNOR Y, that will be the output. So here two input truth table is given. Two input truth table is given X and Y. So 0 0, both the inputs are same, output is 1. Then next last case 1 1, both the inputs are same, output is 1. In other cases output is 0. Here you can easily understand. You can see the outputs. You can see the output. Whenever number of 1 is even, whenever number of 1 is even, output is 1. Whenever number of 1 is even, then output is 1, otherwise 0. See here first case 0 0 0, so you can 1. Then next 0 0 1, number of 1 is odd, so output is 0. Next case 0 1 0, number of 1 is odd, so output is 0. Next 0 1 1, number of 1 is even, so output will be 1. The next 1 0 0, number of 1 is odd, so output will be 0. The next 1 1 1 0 1, next 101. 101, number of 1 is even. So output will be 1. Then next case 110. 110, number of 1 is even. So output will be 1. The next one is 111. 111, number of 1 is odd. So output will be 0. Here number of 1 is odd means output is 0. Number of 1 is even means output is 1. This is the opposite of XOR gate. So here we reach the end of our session today. In this session we mainly discussed about derived gates. One is NAND gate, NOR gate, then XOR gate and XNOR gate. These are the mainly 4 gates we discussed. So I'll wind up my today's session. Thank you.